We found what?
The magical incense that the government was creating.
Wow. I take the flint.
All right. You don't want 10 kilos of pot?
I do.
We all do.
There's nothing Trump powered in here that none of us have.
You are correct.
Okay.
Yes, this is definitely a place of sudden death. You can all feel it in your marrow. Fulton's going like that. There seems to be no pattern power here either.
No what?
Idea.
No pattern power here. I saw you made your detect power.
So what about this chest that's made of dry ice?
The chest itself that looks like it's made of dry ice.
I'm not touching it. Just
I understand. It looks fucking cold as shit. You've still got your goggles going. Give me an analyze magic.
Bing.
I think you just did.
Oh, good. Well, right. This is a self-healing chest. Pretty much you can beat on it all day long and it'll just heal up whatever physical damage you do to it. It has 3 locks. One on the left, one in the center, one on the right. They look fiendishly intricacy, complexity. Chris, with your crit. Also, if you anything you hit with the chest, hands, weapons, etc., will also take damage.
Okay.
I've been known to pick some locks. Right now, I have an idea about poking this goblin statue with a corpse poking stick and trying to push it away from the orb.
I roll up a fat doobie and I sit there and have a smoke.
Give me your alcohol drug tolerance. I'm curious to see how it affects you.
Does anybody else know how to pick locks?
Not very well. But I have this flaming sword that I'd like to hit at the locks with.
It'll just heal up.
Yeah.
Kinley seems to be.
I was kind of thinking that we have to unlock all 3 at the same time, maybe, something crazy to make it open.
It'd be rough just because of the how close together locks are and stuff. To get 3 people working on it at once, it's possible, but rough.
Is there any keys in that backpack?
As I say, nothing else in this room of any interest.
No.
Just save time.
Does the goblin have a key ring hanging on his belt?
You don't see a key ring hanging on his belt. He's covered with frost and stuff.
I'm guessing he was here to find some kind of source of magic, and he got fucked. So I don't think he belongs here.
Maybe this is the source of magic.
Okay.
Death magic.
Somebody get lockpicks back in town?
I think you've got 2 sets on you, actually.
Yeah.
I've got my own, but
3 sets.
I have my own, and then I have the 2 from town, just in case.
I'll risk the one from town first before I use my own.
I have rudimentary skills in lockpicking.
Better than professional.
Right. So, Scott, you're going to give this a shot?
Yep.
Which lock would you like to pick? Left, right, center?
Are we going to try all at the same time?
If you want.
Did the doc manage to find out if there was any kind of defensive magic on this chest?
If there is, it's a hidden property, but you didn't see any hidden properties, so the only way it could be on there is if it's a hidden property, which is doubly deflexitude.
Just to make things more fun.
Can I use lock lore?
Yes, you can. You're at half. Good luck.
Yeah.
You think this could be a lock? Maybe 3 of them.
Yep. Definitely a lock.
Hard to say, though.
All right. I move into position on the left one.
I get on the right.
But you want to do it all at the same time?
Yeah.
That's
I have
his
a feeling.
idea. I don't know.
It could be wrong, but I don't know. I have a feeling.
All right, I will try for the middle one, I guess.
Everybody is at half or -30 on their lock picking roll.
Well,
Made it.
Which one are you on again, Scott?
Left.
Got it.
no.
Okay.
Doesn't work.
Got it. Right, Scott, you picked yours and then it relocked itself afterward.
Okay.
I guess you're right.
So
Well, like immediately, or
Yeah.
all right.
You're who else has got lock lore that's not Glenn?
basic.
Yeah, go for it.
Well,
Yeah.
but
Nice. Almost.
it's not.
Close.
Is the chest like attached to the floor?
Seems to have been grown from the floor.
That's what my next question.
Fiendish.
Should we search the goblin and see if he has any keys on him?
I'd be careful about touching the goblin. If he's in contact with the sphere and then you touch the goblin, you might also get the same effect.
Yeah. Corpse poking stick.
And try to push him off with the stick there.
What would make a good stick? Got a sword.
I've got a horrible feeling that the sides might be connected to this in some way.
Nice.
We could always doorway battle. Then they can't get to us.
On the stairs?
Well, there's enough room for the two of us to be in there and still get shot. So I guess there's enough room. There should be enough room for us to be in the doorway and do a doorway battle.
You could, or you could hang out up here, shoot them at a minus, and have them shoot you at a minus. It'd take longer. Unfortunately, Scott's gun, it does some close-up camera angles of it on the floor back there.
Yeah.
He's like,
And I don't have any ranged weapons, so
I detach my scabbard, the scabbard on the fire sword, and try to push the goblin.
got it.
From the orb.
What immediately happens is Frost goes and is going up the scabbard so quickly, I need to dodge at half for you to be able to release it and live.
Wow.
Yeah, this is horrible. Right.
Nope.
He is now frozen in a position of,
I have a supporter reroll.
oh,
Got it.
right. You manage to drop it. It falls to the ground and shatters.
So
Just
much for that.
touching it. Holy Christ.
Damn.
Apparently, her medallion was correct. And when I say medallion, I mean the silent voice thing.
Set
It
the
was
orb on
super
fire.
fucking quick.
Cast some magic fire at the orb. Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. Oh, what to do?
That would be interesting.
that's a good idea.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Go for casting some magic fire in the sentient, evil, cold orb of death. I'm into it.
It's just an idea.
Mm-hmm. You continue to hear the things from downstairs trying to figure out a way to get up here. Apparently, they're built rather badly as far as being able to defend up here.
Could keep trying on the chest.
Hmm.
Well, let's do so. Let's give it a couple more tries before we need to go down there and like fucking, kill.
Are you all trying it again at the same time?
Yeah.
Okay.
We have to buy -30, you said?
Oh yeah, or half.
Nah.
No.
Yes.
And you're on which lock?
Left.
The left lock. Wait a second. It relocks itself.
Maybe you just have to do them in a certain order.
I was just thinking that, like maybe just try, and then maybe we'll try the middle one, see if that stays unlocked.
Yeah, you should just do it because you're obviously better than this.
You're not at negatives for repeated tries because the lock you think maybe changing every time you do it a little bit. So go ahead, Glenn. Which lock would you like to try?
Try the center.
Very well.
Not at half.
Yeah, try again. You can keep trying at full half skill
Fail.
until you fumble, in which case you managed to fuck up your lock.
Fumble.
There you go. So that just get rid of those lock picks. You managed.
Right. I'll try a couple times. Okay, I've got the middle.
Okay, the middle stays open this time.
Ooh.
I'm gonna try the left one.
Left one. Okay.
Not by 30.
Someone else can try, right?
Sure.
Left one.
Try. Fail.
We'll keep going until we break a lot pick.
Yeah. Got it.
It relocks both of them.
Okay.
Center,
No.
right, left.
Yep. I fail.
I'll go.
I'm making, but not by 30. Does it need to be by 30 if we're doing it one at a time?
Yes.
Okay.
These are super hard to pick. Come on, destroy those lock picks.
Mm-hmm. I'm getting there.
It just shows like
There you go.
all right. Kinley manages to pick a lock. Maybe his first
one.
lock.
Middle one.
The center is now open.
The right one.
The right one.
Who is picking the right one?
I think we're all trying, aren't we? Can someone
I go first. I'm trying first because I rolled.
Okay.
I'll try a couple more times than the next person.
It is impenetrable. There is no way to open this. Oh, Fulton managed to. Okay, both locks are staying open.
Nice.
All right. That one.
Got
Oh,
it.
that was fucking easy. All right, so the chest is now unlocked.
Right. We want to do we want to use something to open it rather than just use skin?
Yeah.
Dry ice is generally very cold.
Well, you guys are wearing gloves and stuff like that, if that helps.
Okay.
I don't know if you want additional protection, but
Maybe we should all be on like the back side of the chest, or like again, like so we don't.
When it's to a mimic and starts attacking us, because
this would be one
Yeah.
cold ass mimic.
I'll stand back, but recommend you guys like pry it or poke it open or whatever.
No problem. You guys carefully open it in case something springs out of the front. The sides are, well, unavoidable because there's not enough room to hunker behind it. So who's opening it with their prying stuff?
I was going to be on the other side of the room rather than hiding behind it, but
I'll do it. I'll be ready to dodge.
All right, go ahead and give me a simple dex roll to not like lift it up and then let it drop and relock all locks or something horrible like that. All right, you pry it on open, no problem. It's open. There's a bunch of shit inside of the box. Now, here's what's in the box. Now, I'm gonna be nice, and it appears to be several torques. Do you guys all know what torques are?
Necklace.
It's like a necklace that is like a solid band, and it goes around, and then the front it's like two little knobs, and you kind of somehow get it onto your neck and stuff. Is worn by the ancient Celts or stuff like that. And there's also 10 blue-white sapphires that look expensive. Now, the torques all appear to be made out of ice.
Okay, can we have a look through glasses at these?
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and burn some charges and give me analyze magic.
Do you want to use mine? You two? Should we get a check on it?
Okay.
He offers his glasses to Glenn and Dana, who stare at him without comprehension.
Yeah.
I'll give you info in a sec, Doc.
I'd never know what I was looking at anyway, but I don't know how many. So I don't know how many charges you have for me to try it.
Once my video stops lagging out, I'll.
I've got enough try. I've got quite
shot.
He wants you to get a check in this to get better.
I think you only get one try each anyway, so if you fail it, you just don't know.
Analyze.
Thank you very much.
It's so fun.
Now, also, Chris, the number of these torques, don't fumble. The number of these torques is a mystery. I'm going to first let you guys know what they do, and then I'll tell you how many there are because it's kind of a rolling thing.
Okay.
That way, the players can determine what they want to do and who wants to do it. Nobody else make analyze magics? No, yes,
Nope.
yes, no.
But I didn't break it.
Well,
That's the important thing. Are you guys wanting to burn any more charges, or are you good?
No, well, I thought once you had one roll, that was it.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, so they hand back the goggles and look disappointed. But Doc Fulton, he is somewhat acquainted with magic. He tells you this is what's up with the torques. First, the advantages of the torque. These only work when it is worn. First off, and there are several things, the torque is invisible. Second, at will, it can encase the body in magical ice armor. 2 bumps versus everything except fire. Fire bad, no bumps, and other bad shit. Also, you get a mini spell tree that starts at learn. If you lose the torque, the skills become inert. The first skill is frost spikes. These come out of your hands and stuff and start with a base D6 damage, no martial arts, unless you buy special martial arts, frostbite, martial art fighting, and they give a bump versus fire creatures. If you get a crit in those, then you get the new skill, throw ice spikes, new skill, shoot ice spike, range 30 meters, half skill for 60 meters, quarter skill for 120 meters. Note that you cannot go full auto. The 1 spike per round base is D6 damage. Bump versus fire creatures. Also, when the torque is worn, extra bump down versus cold damage. Also, normal cold, even Canada cold, will not bother somebody wearing the torque, whether it is armoring them or not. Heat and warm weather continue to suck, however. Note that wearing the torque does nothing to help your moving speed. So if you're wading through snow, you're still fucking slowly wading through snow. You're just not cold. Also, the torque allows instant silent communication with anyone else wearing a torque.
Holy shit.
wow.
Whoa.
Torque disadvantages.
You have to listen to other people.
Well, that too. These are magical items, so if you're in a no magic zone, they just sit there like non-melting ice torques. If there's even some magic, it may work a bit better than other magic items due to its strength. Something to test out. In other words, you're going to have to go take it to a lower magic zone and test it out. Given some of the rolls I've seen today, it may just fucking explode or something. Next disadvantage. Once put on, the torque may not be removed, subject to certain caveats that are not known. But normally, people wouldn't be able to take it off. You guys are a little different.
I'm thinking also putting on these is what's going to allow us to talk with that, and I'm pointing at the spear.
That's a card for Kinley.
Yeah.
Next, disadvantage. The torques are all powered by that glowing ball thing in the middle of the room. If the ball thing goes away, the torques all lose their magic immediately. No way to save it. Next disadvantage. +1 bump versus fire weapons, creatures, any kind of fire damage does 1 bump against you to your detriment. And last disadvantage, sometimes the ball may demand the players do something. If they don't do it as fast as it wants them to, the car will explode, causing a lot of damage to the wearer and some damage to anybody close to the wearer. This is a weird kind of geas that's only limited, or it's limited to only to magic or somewhat magic lands. So if you hang out in the tech zone, then it can't make demands on your time. And obviously the blue ball is not loving fire guys, so it may send you after fire guys and shit occasionally. That's pretty much the advantages and disadvantages. Now, here's another neat thing about this. There are, hold on a second, 2 plus D6 exploding torques in there. So before anybody rolls, if somebody rolls D6 and gets a 6, and yes, you can spend hero points on it if you wish, or the more loot card to just double the amount of torques you're going to have, then the person or anybody who wants to can spend hero points on making the new D6 roll. So like if one person's doing, like you'd have to elect one person to do the rolling, and if anybody in the group says, we should get more torques, then you can spend hero points on it for the number of torques there are. Anybody have any questions on that part?
So any one of us, like once we decide who's going to make the roll, that person can spend pause on the roll.
No, all the people can spend pause on the roll, but only one person should be rolling the dice. So I'd pick whoever I'd pick not Sheila for rolling the dice because her dice is not her friend.
I would also pick not me.
Yeah, but only one person's drawing. All 4 of you can spend hero points trying to get the 6 and exploding stuff. If you'd like other people to also have torques. If you're like, yeah, fuck them, I'm not spending my hero points, that's up to you too.
Did anyone write all that down?
I did.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, I'm sure that Logan has a... This is complex. You don't have that, Logan? Really?
No, I've got all my notes mixed in and shit with other stuff.
Well, that's fine. I did write most of it. I wrote it down. I can...
You totally
rewrite
did.
it.
I saw you doing it, and I was very happy. Take a card for writing notes and shit, Chris. So, who would like to be the dice roller? Who's got lucky D6s?
Matt usually has the hot dice.
Matt does have hot
Today, I
dice.
haven't.
Yeah.
I'll try then if you don't want to.
Been fumbling like crazy.
So-
Which might be a good thing. I might roll high.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's up to you guys. Pick somebody.
I'm going to re-roll, so I'm happy to give that obviously up for
Mm-hmm.
if we want to re-roll. Can we re-roll one, if not both the dice?
Well, it's only one dice. It's It's 2 plus D6.
Oh,
so in other words,
you said 2d6.
no, you're going to have a minimum of 3 of these, but a maximum of infinite amount.
Right. So I have a re-roll if we want to burn that.
Yeah, that can be burned by anybody. It doesn't have to be the dice roller. Any kind of re-rolls, supporter re-rolls, whatever.
All right,
So,
I'll roll away.
all right, so Chris, roll and try to get out better than that. So, are you guys wanting to toss a re-roll on that?
That's the re-roll.
Okay, Chris? So, it's up to you guys. Unless somebody wants to spend a hero point, any of you could, you're up to 6 total torques. Well, like I said, once they're put on, they can't be taken off unless extraordinary circumstances are going on.
6 is pretty good.
6 is not bad.
Yeah, I would just keep 6.
Chris is
Nothing
thinking.
What? Go
Are
ahead.
you thinking you want more treasure? Because if you get a 6, then you get a whole nut. You get 6 plus the next D6.
No, it's rough to get it. It's going to be rough. Like that's above average, and that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Like if we had other cards to spend, I would say spend cards on it, but I wouldn't spend pause on this or
Yeah.
hero points.
No worries. You guys now have 6 total torques.
Now, do we want to wear these though and deal with the new AI? Or I mean, magical entity.
It sounds pretty cool.
Cool.
Unless it wants you to mass murder people or whatever.
And we don't get to talk to it until we have it on.
True. That's very true.
It'd be better if more people use it, because then you get the telepathy.
Oh yeah, the instant communication. If not, that also means you can trade cards over infinite distance.
Mm-hmm.
The look on Doc Fulton's face is like, yeah, you go ahead and put that on, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, if it doesn't count as splitting the party, I'm game. I'm used to having lots of jewelry
I'll put one
talking
on.
to me.
Right. Both of those guys put one on. You're down to 4 torques.
And the 4 talks go in the bag because I know me and Chris ain't putting it. Sorry, guys. But on principle, Alex won't have anyone in control of his fucking life.
However, now that you guys have that on, you should see what the golems downstairs are aggro to you or not.
Mm-hmm.
If they're not, you can always get that scythe, or even see if they will give up another scythe if they let you pass, and you can get your gun back.
I would talk to the AI first.
Yeah, that too.
It might be like, my guys are still going to try and kill you. Good luck. Yay.
Well, I would be saying hi to the orb. I would be leaving all of the defenses here and getting out my paint set and drawing a Trump in here.
Unfortunately, it's 2 long, cold days. Well, not cold for you anymore. 2 long days here, though.
Well, maybe I could, or someone could do a sketch to like bring more supplies, Trump more supplies in here.
Maybe you should just talk to find out more from the AI.
Oh, is this thing on?
Are you wanting to go touch it?
Orb?
What?
We're thinking at it.
Okay, you don't touch it then. Good. Right. It just kind of sits there. And, you can tell that it's aware of you, but it doesn't seem to give a shit right now. Give me...
What's it doing?
I'm just floating there. You guys don't see anything. From you two, give me crypto zoology rolls.
I was going to say, if those things are making you immune to all cold, then if it's cold, then it might be safe to touch it now.
Fumble.
You're thinking that it's actually comprised of rabbits somehow. You're not sure why you're on this rabbit kick. It's up to these guys if they want to go trying to touch it, but you're not. I'm not sure if you're feeling that.
We're not like immune to cold damage, right?
No.
It's just -1 bump.
You take reduced cold damage.
Yeah.
So you'll die slower.
Instant death -1 bump.
Yay.
I listen to my little buddy and take his advice. This new necklace, I don't have a trust yet.
Nah, it says. It's got nothing. It's like, wow, still alive. Weird.
I try to think at the golems downstairs.
You're not aware of any new telepathic powers and shit. Other than her.
I think at Dana.
You hear him like he's talking at you. He's trying to mansplain telepathy to you now.
This is how you talk at someone.
I silently roll my eyes. I think the thought of eyes rolling backwards.
Nice. I can't wait to see who else decides to wear these. Should be interesting. The 2 old hands are like, yeah. Okay, so right, what are you guys going to do?
So it's just the torques in the chest?
No, there's the 10 super expensive blue-white looking gems that I mentioned also.
Right.
Are they magic or are they just gems?
They seem to be just gems.
Okay.
Does anybody have appraisal skill?
I do.
At base.
No,
Yeah.
quite high actually.
Kinley's actually a great merchant. He just doesn't like money.
That's so fair.
You could maybe put one up somebody's butt.
Mm-hmm. Butt crystals.
As yesterday.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Did you already send me the menu you were ordering from?
No, I don't. I'm looking through right now to see what we get.
Good man.
I was going to get my pizza, but I don't know.
Okay. Hey,
We could
stand there.
paint one of these red and give it back to somebody.
Wow. It's like, here's a fake red gem. We've got it. It's fun.
Yeah.
We win.
Just
Yay.
see what happens next.
Yay.
Hmm.
Does the goblin through his ice clothes, does it look like it was from Kinleyville or any telling?
No telling. It's a full goblin, though. You're going to guess maybe the Goblin Village, those who have been there before. I know Chris has because he's face palming.
I'll do
Right.
that.
I need to take a bio break.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to try to sketch in here.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. Would anyone else who is perhaps more artistic than I please attempt to make a temporary trump that bypasses all of the bad guys that we just suffered through?
To get back here? Well, it's only for temporary though, right? Yeah, because it's a sketch.
Yeah, she's just blown an hour as you guys are all standing there looking at her. You two are still kind of cold, like, God, I can't wait to leave here. And she's like, I'm comfortable sketching, failing.
Let's have a look. Sketch. Oh. Here.
Thank you. I'll put that up on my refrigerator as well.
Yeah. It's good.
So many
It's a good picture.
It's a goblin touching a big penis with ice.
A little bit of embellishment on it.
So it appears that it's actually physically impossible for you to get here. What are you going to do, Mrs. I'm wearing an ice torque? By the way, if you'd like, would you like to make it invisible?
Yeah.
It's invisible.
I love making things invisible.
Of course you do. The ice torque works. It's invisible. Yeah. You can still feel it, but it's invisible.
Well, I would really like to be able to get back through here, and I guess I'll experiment with my life and try climbing down the stairs, doing a little peek around a little bit, see if I get the like she's cool nod
There's a
from
whole bunch of golems and stuff in there, and they're kind of like jostling for space and stuff and pointing at you.
Are they pointing me with like a, oh, you're all right now, or like I'm going to kill you?
They have no facial expressions, but they
Yeah.
haven't shot at you yet. Would you like to experiment some more and walk down there?
Just a little bit.
Okay, give me a dex roll at full. Don't fumble. Anything but a fumble works. If you fumble, you'll be down there all the way.
Yeah.
That'd have been goddamn funny if you'd fumbled. Right. They still are failing to shoot at you, although they're trying to crowd in like pump, 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 pump.
But are they shooting at her?
Not yet. You're not hearing any shooting. You're not hearing her screaming or cursing.
I look over the edge like sneaky. Do they shoot at me, but not at her?
Correct.
How'd you go get that scythe? I pull back.
Get the priority set straight.
Yeah. What a bastard, you think? What do you do, Dana?
I see if Glenn, have you been sketching this past hour when everyone else was sketching? To make at least a temporary trump of up here?
Of course.
The old one shot.
Yes.
I thought he was just going to say, I actually sketch a penis and give it to her instead.
I do not want to trump that. Stop giving that to me.
Success.
Hey! I don't know if that's helpful or not, but it seems like a thing to do that might be helpful.
They're still failing to shoot at you as you're standing on the stairs.
I think at Glenn with my invisible torque of I'm like down the stairs. They're still trying to get through.
Bum, bum.
But they're not
Be
attacking.
quiet, I'm drawing.
Wow.
Shows him lovingly making another penis.
The golems don't hate us anymore.
They're still trying to get through. They shot at Doc. They did not shoot at me, and I'm much closer.
Nice.
And now he wants me to go down and get the scythe.
I don't know about that.
I still think that's the best. Like, we should use that against the goblin. Because
I
we
wanna
already thought that it has.
Well, I want to get the pistol, but I'm worried if you pick up the scythe, it'll do something to you.
More?
Or if I pick up the scythe, it'll do something to me. You know, it might be part of the sentience. Or not. But it's made of ice, so if we take it away from here, it'll probably melt.
Not if it's magic.
Our swords don't blow out.
Maybe.
I tried. That's what I was doing after I failed my.
I start going down the stairs.
Dana's in the way.
Have you finished drawing?
Yes.
Lovely. No hand signals. You can think at me if you want to. All right, we're headed down. We're trying it. We're going down.
Ooh, bravery is at last hit. Excellent. You go down, and when you get really close to these fucking scary golems and shit, they kind of move aside so that you can get out, but they're still trying to get up the stairs.
Yeah. I try to like put on my ice giant walk. I'm like, those jerks, you better go get them.
They
Won't even put on the necklace.
The stairs. They just can't fit. There's a pistol and a scythe here, as well as broken remains of one of these things.
I retrieve my pistol.
Taken.
I get closer and closer to the scythe. Hey, little buddy, know anything about this? Can you tell if there's another consciousness around? I'm getting kind
It
of crowded.
appears to be a farming implement. Silence, it says.
I go back upstairs and ask if I can borrow the glasses.
They move aside for you to get up and then close ranks again once you've gone past.
You go.
Okay.
Thank you. We'll probably have to trump you guys out of here, but they're not bothered by us, so I'm going to walk by them again.
They move aside and then continue working on killing the other guys.
I want to examine the scythe.
Right. Go ahead and give me that roll, the all-important roll. Make the all-important roll. You burn another charge and make the roll.
No.
You suck. All right. So, there you go. Who wants to touch it?
Reroll.
What?
Reroll. Skill 5. By a quarter.
All right. Here's what the site does real quick, and then I'm going to pick my pizza because I need the pizza. Pizza. Let's see. The scythe itself is indeed magical. Any creature hit with this scythe, which takes scythe skill, it's on the character sheet. If they take 6 or more points of damage, and the scythe is a base of d12, if they take 6 or more points of damage, then they, unless they're not subject to freezing, there's many creatures that aren't, like, for example, many kinds of undead, spirits, many columns, etc. They have to make a free endurance roll or lose their next action and be temporarily frozen in place. If attacked while they're frozen, they're at a plus 30% to hit because they're frozen. And they can't parry because they're frozen.
That's pretty cool.
Sounds pretty good. I pick it up.
Did you say scythe was on the character sheet?
Yeah, it's under weapons. Melee
Let's see if I'm possessed by a fourth entity.
should be on the character sheet. If it's not, then
That's
yes,
nice, 'cause I don't know.
then it's a new right and seal scythe. SCYTHE.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, it's actually a really cool weapon. I think Alex might even like one. But you're gonna have to kill more of these fucking golems if you want to have it.
There's still the one that I dealt 16 damage to.
It's still wounded. There's my Papa John's.
That's just what I needed. Another.
But now I would feel bad and
Mhm.
full of betrayal that we've walked through them and they trust us as their own, and then we just attack them at their back.
Mhm.
Maybe if you ask nicely, it'll just give it to you.
I'm going to go up to one of them
Mhm.
and tap it on the shoulder.
It looks at you.
I'm going to point towards the scythe.
Give me a willpower times 3 roll.
I stink at willpower. So bad.
What a bummer.
It's not going to go well.
What's our postcode again, Matt?
Huh?
Okay.
Postcode?
I'm going to add my +5 skill onto this willpower. Toot, toot, toot. Toot, 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 toot.
And just gonna show me the pizza. Wow.
Hey! I get a check in willpower.
Nice.
Yay! Right. It hands you its fucking scythe.
I nod thank you.
It hangs its fucking head.
Hey, Alex.
I walk up.
I wonder if, like, you fail to do this thing's bidding if you turn into one of those, as you see that they could shoot spikes and they have a scythe.
That's a fucking 2 cards for Chris.
Nice. Yeah, they are failed. Employees. In fact, I look for the Employee of the Month board.
Oh, I put a sketch of a penis on the wall.
Oh, there it is.
That's awesome.
I hate that guy. What a cock.
Matt, barbecue meat feast and the usual 2 sides,
You
please.
want both jalapeno poppers?
Yeah. I'm a simple cat.
I walk over, say, "Hello, Mr. Ice Golem. May I have your scythe, please?"
Give me a willpower times 3 roll.
No.
It goes. It can tell it's thinking about giving it to you, possibly in a different way than you're wanting it.
Mm-hmm. Damn.
The air golems all move back from you, like, nope, busy over here. They wait for the air guys to come down so they may slay them.
Not happening. You douchebags.
Well, Glenn, you've got your pistol. We
Mhm.
each have
I ask a different one.
a scythe.
Give me a willpower times 2 roll, Glenn.
No.
Well, you could approach one more.
Why not?
You know what's going to happen if you fumble, though. Give me a willpower times 1 roll. Of course, Dana could just wander around and collect up all the air sides. Who knows?
They don't like me.
I'll try another one.
Give me a willpower times 3 roll.
It's not. I've been so lucky.
I
For
stand
me.
back.
She gets an air fucking scythe. Oh my Christ. It gives you a scythe. You've got 2 scythes. You are the scythe mistress now. You have 1 scythe for each hand.
Let me hold one of those for you.
There's one right over there on the ground. Now we have 3.
Oh no. Oh yeah.
All right, I pick up that one.
Okay. And he turns into an ice. No, I'm kidding. Anyway, so that'd be fucked up. What are you doing? Melting. Ever since I left the tower, I'm perpetually wet and melting. So yeah, you've got 3 sites total now.
I'll try one more.
Okay.
Even though they won't put on the torque. Hey!
4 sites now.
Okay,
It's coming up, Data. I say out loud.
collecting all their fucking standing there going.
Apparently, she's found her niche in life is running the ice tower or whatever.
If only animals could live here, I would be happy.
I'm curious to see what you do with your scythe collection.
All humans would die. I
Nice.
could live at peace. You guys are awful.
Nice.
All right, so I've got 4 scythes. I start walking up the stairs carefully so I don't fall, and then on the scythes.
Give me any dex roll that's not a fumble. If you fumble, something very unfortunate happens. Anything that's not a fumble is just a-okay. Oh yeah.
Here we go!
She comes back with 4 fucking scythes. You guys look impressed.
I'm playing Socialized Medicine. We all gain 2 hit points.
Thank you. I follow her up. Up the stairs.
What will you do with your scythes?
Gentlemen, did you want scythes?
Sure.
Put on the torque first.
Keep your face.
Wow.
Brutal.
I'm curious to see if you make Kinley build up a whole new weapon skill, because you know he fucking will, because the sights are sexy. But
Maybe we could.
what a pain in the ass they are to carry around, unless you're going dressed as Death, of course, in which case it fits in the whole costume.
Yeah, a good disguise.
Mhm.
Maybe we could get Freddy to put on a torque.
I could see it. I could see that.
Maybe.
If you guys didn't want to carry one, I offered to them, or we can put it in the loot bag of other things and get out of here.
Get in the loot bag.
There's a backpack right there of diamonds.
Yeah. The backpack's one thing, but these are sights. These stand as tall as you. These are
I tie him on there.
They are two-handed
I
weapons.
will take one.
I'll
if you
drag
give-
him behind me.
If that's okay.
The sights do not parry worth a shit
I
either.
can carry them. I'm pretty strong.
I still think, because I was going to take the one that you gave me, and I'm going to try to use it against the goblin, like try to cut his hand from the orb, or like can we push him off the orb with the scythe? What do you guys think?
Yeah, the ice of death might not travel up the ice,
Right.
or it might travel even faster.
It was super fucking fast. You barely
Yeah.
managed to live.
No, I'm not fucking with it again.
Yeah. Logan looks up Ice of Death real quick. Ready.
All right, I'm going to try to push it off with the scythe.
Right.
Yeah, no.
Give me a dodge at half or die.
All right.
If you make it well enough, then you can also try to
Not by half.
you perish.
Phase. Okay.
All right. Give me a strength roll at half. If you make it, you manage to push the statue away despite it trying to kill you.
By 30.
It falls to the ground and shatters in a myriad of tiny, tiny pieces. It's no longer
Okay.
touching. The only piece that's kind of big is its mouth going. That's all that's left of it.
Okay.
It's a scream from beyond the grave.
Now we have to sweep this up.
Mm-hmm.
So what was that?
They shattered the statue.
Oh.
And almost
Is there
died.
any more difference of communication from the orb?
Not at all.
See, that was the only other thing, too, is maybe if it wasn't possessing the goblin, maybe it would talk to someone else, or
I don't really know if I want to have it talk to me.
it's going to eventually,
Mm-hmm.
as they always do.
Now it will, because this goblin is shattered.
Oh, what to do, what to do. What do you guys do?
So are we done here? Did we? This
Well-
is all the stuff, right?
Okay, so basically everybody now has a scythe. Is that what the deal is here?
For
Okay,
ease of carrying, yeah.
yeah. Okay, well, just so you know, the scythe cannot parry. You can't parry shit with a scythe, but it does good damage, so it's a great all-out attack weapon.
Okay, so are we jumping back and we're all done with this place for now?
Who is carrying the other two torques, by the way? I need to know where they're going to go because, that's what I was going to look up. Who's playing tomorrow? Just in case you're wanting to pass out more torques and shit.
I think we'll leave them in the PC house storage.
That's a great idea. Cool. Please add them to the PC house in MMO storage notes. If you just put ice torques from ice tower, then if somebody analyzes it or sticks it on or whatever, then I'll let them know. Or hopefully Chris will. Well, Chris is playing tomorrow, so
Mhm.
yay! It'll be a Chris briefing for Pete and the new guy.
The new guy.
Well, I mean, last time he played was like a couple decades ago, dude.
This is
But
very
I know
true.
I know he's looking forward to playing with you and meeting Pete, because he's Australian.
Wrestling rat.
So you guys gonna Trump back?
We're done here, right?
Yeah.
Seems that you are. Who's got the gems? Or are you just sticking those in the trunk when you get back?
Yeah.
Cool. Right. You guys trump back to the old PC hutch after making sure you've got all the possible treasure and stuff. It shows the golems all looking kind of disappointed and go back to their lineup place. The ones with sides are standing a little taller than the ones without sides. Right. You guys are back in the PC house. That seems like unless somebody has something else they want to do, that seems like a good ending place there.
If they put the gems in the chest, I'm going to take them.
Now, hold on, no. Before we officially end it, like, since we just have a sketch, did you guys want to bring the stuff back, rest, go back up there, and then make a painting of that so you guys can get back in there in case you need to?
Yeah, we might need to get back in there.
I'd like to give it a try, but it does seem like our people wearing the torques would probably be fine just walking through everything, but it would be more for people who are not wearing torques benefit. If they wanted to go poke at the orb, if we needed to destroy it for some reason, you know.
On a piece of paper, so I don't say this out loud. I write down, I say, but what happens in the future if you have to rise up against the magic entity that's inside? To be able to get to the orb and have a painting that you can just pop in and destroy the orb if need be would be a lot easier than having to go through its defenses, which it may improve upon in the meantime.
That's also what I'm saying. Yes.
Okay.
There are zones without magic.
Let's go painting.
But
We
yeah,
spent more time painting
we
things
do
of
have a
lesser importance.
painting of the camp just outside, but I guess that might change.
We might not be that good at golf next time.
Okay, yeah, let's do it.
No problem. You guys get a bunch of food and stuff like that. So two of you is everybody going to trump back and try to paint this thing, or just the torque wearers trumping back and trying to paint this thing?
We might as well all go. That way we can all try to get some checks. I'll be making a bunch of other rolls too while I'm doing so.
Of course.
So
all right.
cold weather gear, food, whatever we need to be able to hang out. You don't need
cold weather gear anymore.
Oh, for these guys.
Oh, right. No problem. In fact, you two could probably, if you feel like it, ditch your cold weather gear back in the shared storage here if you feel like it.
Yep. Put it in for the next person.
Yep. No more having to wear that heavy shit.
I'm going to put it in Beastkin so I don't have to transfer the information. I'll have to pop over.
Then take mine too, since it's probably under the same sheet.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. You guys then use and discard the one-shot Trump sketch to go back after stocking up on food and water and stuff. The water is tricky because it keeps trying to freeze, as does the food. But yeah, you guys are going to spend 2 days there. You discover that small fires are needed and all that. But and you end up sending out the torque wearers to go get wood and shit like that. And you discover that you are able to walk through the little elementals outside. They have no interest in you, although unfortunately they also don't seem to care that you're there, and sometimes just bump into you and stuff. It's a little alarming, but eventually you get enough bravery to actually try going through there and discover that they are also uninterested. So, and they do all reform after a day or two. So, yeah, as do the golems inside. So now there's 8 golems inside, 4 of which have sights. The other 4 are just fucked. They have no sights.
So it reformed, the one?
Yeah. Eventually they reform.